Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel today. We are going to take a very deep dive into something that looks simple, but is actually one of the most important factors in how your day, and even your long-term health turns out, and that is the importance of breakfast. When we begin to think about breakfast, it is easy to see it only as food on a plate. But when you break it down the way you would review a car or a piece of technology, you start to see its design, its inner value, its performance, its safety, its selling points, its cost, and the overall conclusion. And the more we look into it, the more we understand that breakfast is not just the first meal. It is the foundation of energy, focus, and health. On the outside, breakfast looks very ordinary. There might be a plate of scrambled eggs or a bowl of oats with berries, maybe just toast with peanut butter or a smoothie in a glass. But this exterior plays a very real role. It is the appearance and setup that sets your mood for the morning when you wake up and see a colorful plate with fruits or a warm bowl. It is like the first impression that tells you this day has started, and it has started with care and energy. This is not just about food looking pretty, it is about the psychology of beginning with something fresh and inviting. It signals the brain that the day has structure, that there is balance waiting for you, and it makes the experience of eating the first meal something you want to come back to each day rather than a chore. Inside is where the magic truly happens. Breakfast is not only about taste, it is about filling the body with essential nutrients that have been missed overnight. Your body has been fasting for many hours, and the interior of this meal acts like a cabin filled with comfort and design. Every component works together to create balance. Carbohydrates provide quick fuel, protein supports, muscles and brain function, fiber supports, digestion, vitamins and minerals play silent roles in everything from nerve function to immunity. The interior of breakfast is the real value, and it proves that beneath the surface, there is substance and strength that drives you forward. The performance of breakfast is where the difference between eating and skipping becomes dramatic. Starting your morning with a proper meal allows you to focus better. It gives mental clarity, it helps your body respond to tasks, and it creates a steady stream of energy through the first half of the day. People who eat breakfast often find that they get more work done. They make fewer mistakes, they feel more stable and less irritable. In contrast, skipping breakfast can lead to sluggish mornings, a foggy head, and later overeating that throws off balance. Entirely the way breakfast performs in the body is like pressing the accelerator on your metabolism. It wakes up your digestive system, it signals your hormones to regulate appetite, and it gives your brain the glucose it needs to process information quickly. Safety features of breakfast are not always obvious, but they are as important as seatbelts and airbags. In a car, breakfast helps regulate blood sugar levels, preventing sudden spikes and crashes that damage health over time. It lowers the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. It supports heart health by lowering bad cholesterol. It plays a role in keeping weight under control by preventing uncontrolled hunger later in the day. Eating a balanced breakfast is like protecting your body from long-term damage while also reducing short-term risks like fatigue or dizziness. These features are often ignored because people only look at immediate hunger. But breakfast creates safety layers that make the difference between a lifestyle filled with preventable diseases and one that supports resilience. The unique selling points of breakfast are what make it stand out from every other meal. It is the most versatile it can be. Sweet or savory, quick or elaborate, it can be eaten alone or shared with family. It can be traditional like eggs and toast, or modern like smoothies or protein bowls, unlike lunch or dinner, which often carry social expectations. Breakfast adapts to every culture, schedule, and lifestyle. Its unique strength is flexibility. No matter how busy someone is, there is a version of breakfast that works for them, from a banana grabbed on the go to a slow weekend spread. The options are endless, and this variety is one of the reasons breakfast maintains its place as the most valuable meal. When it comes to price, breakfast is one of the most affordable investments anyone can make for their health compared to the long-term cost of skipping and relying on unhealthy snacks or facing medical bills from lifestyle. Related diseases. Breakfast is incredibly budget-friendly. Oats, eggs, fruits, or yogurt all provide nutrients at a fraction of the cost of fast food or energy drinks. Skipping breakfast may feel like saving money or time in the moment, but in the long run it proves to be costly, while a simple balanced breakfast is an insurance policy for both health and finances. In conclusion, breakfast is more than food on a plate. It is the beginning of the day with a strong first impression its exterior makes. It appealing its interior holds the true nutrients. Its performance powers the mind and body. Its safety features protect long-term health. Its unique selling points make it adaptable to any lifestyle, and its price keeps it within reach for almost everyone. By understanding breakfast as a full review, we see it is not optional. It is essential to how we perform, function, and protect ourselves over time. But we can go deeper into every one of these dimensions to really stretch the understanding of why breakfast matters and how it continues to influence human health in ways most people do not realize when you think about the exterior. Again, it is not only the food itself, but the ritual surrounding it, the sound of coffee brewing, the smell of toast, the visual of a plate filled with color and texture. This design matters to our psychology. It creates comfort and predictability, and these mental triggers are powerful in reducing stress at the start of the day. A pleasant exterior gives you something grounding that reminds you that you are cared for and prepared, and this in itself is worth more than people admit. The interior goes even deeper than nutrients. It includes how the body actually absorbs and uses them after a night of fasting. Your metabolism is like an engine waiting for fuel. If the first fuel is high in sugar and empty calories, the body burns quickly, then crashes, but if it is filled with protein, healthy fats, and fiber, it leads to sustained release of energy and smoother function. The interior design of breakfast also affects gut health, which has been proven to influence mood, immunity, and even cognitive performance. A well-chosen breakfast can nourish not just the body, but the bacteria in the digestive tract that help regulate hormones and protect health on levels that go far beyond what we see on the plate. Performance then connects with productivity in school, and work studies consistently show that students who eat breakfast perform better on tests, have better memory, and stay more attentive. Employees who start with a meal are less likely to feel drained by mid-morning and more capable of making sound decisions. This performance factor is not a myth. It is backed by science and lived by millions. The way energy flows from breakfast is like having a fully charged battery versus starting your day at 20% and wondering why everything feels like such a strain. Safety features stretch into disease prevention in the long term. Many people skip breakfast to save calories, but in reality, this backfires. Skipping slows metabolism and increases cravings, later leading to more weight gain. Not less, those who eat breakfast tend to maintain healthier body weights and protect their cardiovascular systems. They also manage stress hormones. Better cortisol levels spike in the morning, and breakfast helps regulate these, keeping the body calmer throughout the day. It is not just immediate safety, but long-term stability built into a daily routine. The unique selling points go even further when you see how culturally diverse breakfast is in one part of the world. It might be rice and fish in another, it might be bread, cheese, and olives in another, it might be cereal, milk, and fruit. Each culture has designed breakfast to reflect what works best for their environment and traditions, and this universal acceptance across continents shows just how essential it is. Breakfast is the one meal that exists everywhere and adapts to everyone. Price remains one of the most compelling arguments because it shows that health does not have to be expensive. For less than the cost of a fancy coffee, you can build a breakfast that sustains you for hours. Oats, bananas, boiled eggs, yogurt, Simple, affordable staples that outperform high-priced processed snacks. This makes breakfast not just essential, but also democratized. It is the meal that proves good health can be affordable. As we circle back to the conclusion again, the message remains that breakfast is a foundation. Without it, the day is harder. Focus is weaker, moods are unstable, and long-term health takes a hit with it. The day begins with clarity, energy, stability, and protection. It is like the blueprint of a strong house. If you start building without a solid base, the structure will always be fragile, but with a strong base, everything that follows has support. Breakfast is that base. This is why experts, parents, teachers, and doctors continue to say, do not skip breakfast. It is not a cliché. It is wisdom backed by generations of observation and modern research. Breakfast may look small, but its impact is massive in every dimension. Exterior, interior performance, safety, unique selling points, price, and conclusion. When taken seriously, breakfast becomes one of the smartest and most powerful choices anyone can make each and every day.